How's it going, guys? Hasn't made it to Stringer yet. They did notify the media. How's the picture out here? How's our video quality? Both are good? Yeah, I switched it from 5G to 4G on the phone. It's the S21 phone, so looks a little grainy when I zoom in on this phone. So that's their command center vehicle there. They do have an MRAP out there. We have a barricaded subject situation going on. A man with an AR-15. So they've switched to Thornton's encrypted channel to hide the radio traffic. So I can no longer hear what's going on, but I already knew what was going on because of what was said before they switched the channel. So I imagine Thornton's here too, but SWAT's on scene, and they had people in the house that evacuated, and they evacuated the apartments around the surrounding apartment that this is happening at. And I believe it's the apartments on the left down there that it's happening at, but I'm not positive, but I would guess so. See, the ones directly to my left are condominiums, and they specifically said apartments. So there's an apartment building complex right down there. This is as close as I can get to it from here, unless I went into the Stone Mountain apartment complex to my right and got into their parking lot and went down that way. And it's possible I could do that. But first thing I asked was, is there a media staging area? And of course, at that point, they didn't have one because they didn't tell the media about it. So they're hiding this from the media. Storm's starting to move in, by the way. It was raining very lightly when I left the house. So this bad storm's coming in for all this. Thank you, Keith Anderson. So the weather's moving in already. So it can get pretty cold out here. Brought my gloves. I forgot my battery for my phone. So depending on how fast it starts draining as to how fast I gotta go get it, because I forgot it back at the Jeep back in the old police department's parking lot. So at some point I'll have to walk back and get my battery. It is cold, but it's not that cold yet. It was I think 38 degrees when I was heading over here. It's starting to snow in the springs. Okay. Go ahead. So it's cold, but it's not below freezing yet. But so far, media has not been notified of any of this. I notified Fox 31, by the way, and I notified Stringer. So we'll see if they're gonna put out some more information on the tweets yet. I don't think they put anything out yet. Yeah, an hour ago I asked them if they're gonna notify the media. Does it snow there? Yes, it does snow here. They're expecting 1 to 2 feet roughly to drop. So we're gonna have 1 or 2 feet of snow. Maybe more, maybe less. Who knows? You're banned from Twitter. I'm surprised I'm not banned for as much of crap I give some of these, things. Yeah, it's warmer here. I think it's like 38 degrees here. Hang on, let me check what the current temperature is. It was 39 in Brighton earlier. Oh, it's 37 here currently, which isn't too bad. So it hasn't gotten that cold yet. So once it gets colder, snow will start dropping. But I'm going to be taking some footage here for Stringer. And I don't know how long this is going to last. This could last for quite a while, to tell you the truth. I mean, they moved a command center van in, so it can last a while. Can't hear what they just said.
You set up a detox reservation point, please. Break. First of Sebastian with 2 N's. Last of Garcia. Date of birth 3/21/71. Code 32171.
They might not be happy with me live streaming it. Oh, thank you for that, Wake Up America. More units coming in. Let's see how fast my battery's already dropping. We've already dropped 2%. Yeah, it won't be long before I need to go get my battery.
Directed 49 in Niagara. 22:25.
Let me wipe the lens on this one again. It's a little bit blurry with the lighting, so I need to make sure it's as clean as I can get it so it isn't that blurred. And yes, I should be home instead of out here, but when you hear radio traffic like this on the radio, it's one of them things where it's like maybe I should go to it. Alright, go back to this. Make sure I don't want to be zoomed, damn it. There we go. So I wish I could see what's going on better, but this is the best that we're going to be able to do from this. Even if I went to the other side, I'm sure I wouldn't be able to see much more than this, you know, blocked off road. So I wish I knew exactly where it was at. I missed the initial address. On the radio, and it only took me a while to figure out where it was on the radio. Let's put it that way. I assumed it'd be in the area of about 118th and Washington. Well, I wasn't that far off, but you know, I finally figured out that it was over here off of Community Center Drive after listening for a good while what was going on. How you doing, Too Tall Rob? They keep maneuvering their vehicles. Now he's got it pointed so his headlights are facing towards me. Great. You think that was intentional? At least turned them off. And that is the real Too Tall Rob. I removed his wrench for the time being, though. Had some issues with people complaining about the way he was moderating, unfortunately. You did some Burger King? Cool. He could do without the blinding lights because he turned those on after the fact.
Call 19 on scene.
He definitely could do without the white lights. He's doing that intentionally.
Observations made.
Hey, you're okay.
Chelsea put it in.
So what's going to happen though is we've lost another 2% on the battery, and I'll have to go back and get my battery.
Holding clearance.
Talk back, go ahead.
South Carolina. Nora Victor Lincoln 499. Nora Victor Lincoln 499.
Clearing current on a 2017 Chevy Silverado.
Copy, thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome, Chelsea 15.
And I got my 2-minute of video. I'll upload it. Then I'll go chase after the battery.
2351.
Ocean Lake Young, 959. Suspicious occupant.
361.
52nd place in Newport Street. I'll get you plate in a second, and 3632 will be with you.
Okay, 2351.
2711, you can clear us all, no report.
Copy, clear, 2351.
we good at cross over there? Do you know by any chance? Hello? Are we good at cross over there?
Ask them. I'm not a cop.
Officers reporting back on a 2016 Ford Edge out of Arvada.
How far do you live? How far down?
No, I said
So you're gonna have to go around all the way to Washington?
361 copy, please.
Yeah, the car. Oh, that just dropped me off. Oh, okay.
286-1256. 286-1256.
Yeah. That's option.
clear and current 2001 Acura Black out of your city.
Can you attach me?
Already done.
Alright.
Thank you. I'll be on that.
Is that a 2253?
Yeah, I mean, if you want to hang out over here, we just can't have anyone right now.
Alright, guys, hang on. I'm trying to.
CP is going to be straight down. I think they're going to be right inside or either right in the SWAT van. Yeah.
Alright, we're uploading.
FYI, when you go up there, that throw phone is the...
Alright, we're down another 2%. So I'm going to have to leave the camera here and go get my battery. This guy's trying to get to his apartment and they're not letting him.
2253.
Look at this, they let that car through. Must be somebody involved. As in an officer, SWAT officer or something. Maybe the PIO for all that. For that matter. Alright guys, I'm going to take a quick walk back to my vehicle. No, I'm not at 2%. I keep losing 2%. So I'm going to leave you guys watching these guys. Instead of the SWAT guys. Because, well, you know,
600 device sending.
I'm going to let these guys know.
Disturbance heard only in 61.
Okay.
So I'm going to let these officers know that I'm going to go down and get my battery.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Okay, thank you. Thank you for letting us know. Okay. Aquí, ahorita me va a ver. Okay. You woke up. So. Sorry about that, man. What's going on? So I can't actually say anything. Yeah, because I left earlier and I saw you guys. Yeah. So, hopefully I'll be over here soon. I'm not surprised. Yeah. But, yeah, as long as you got it right, that's good. I was going to say the other option is if you walk up to the park right here, there's a trail that kind of goes along the back of all these apartments that goes straight down the valley, right by. Oh yeah, past the park, the valley, and that would be your other option. But since you got a ride coming, that'll be a lot better. Yeah. Yeah, man, you're welcome just to hang out back here. Just make sure you stay on this side of the compromise, all right? Yeah, for sure. Thank you, though. Of course.
Alright guys, I'm back. You miss me? I see you went back to putting the light on, blinding you. Not very nice of him, is it? Let's put you back over that way, where you might be able to see something without being blinded. Get you plugged in here. There we go. We lost another 3%.
My location is detox. Romeo, working at 1088.
69 Miami. Been a while. You guys aren't even talking hardly. What's up with that?
Not a clue. It could be several more hours. Yeah. Where do you guys need to get to?
Little life chat.
Where? Oh, so you're pretty close to the edge of the road? Like, close to this road?
119, pull me out on Corrective Patrol, Kimberly Hills.
Yeah, it's the apartments on the left. They're talking about it. I'm gonna change the location of my camera here though, so that his lights aren't blinding.
You want your stairs 180 against 1380.
Northglenn just had a tone out.
That's what I'm saying. If you park in the apartment complex and walk in, that would probably be fine. What I would recommend is parking in the apartment complex, get back out to the sidewalk and talk to the officers on that. Tell them where you, what apartment is yours, and tell them you need to get into your apartment.
Oh, cool. Okay.
That would be my recommendation, but you got to drive around to do that.
Okay.
You're welcome. You guys have a nice day.
Alright, I'm gonna move the camera over here to the sidewalk. But they just had a tone out.
For me, you're starting to tap.
Set up here
She's
instead.
not headed to tab 5.
That's a little bit better.
Yep.
I swear the guy in the car just moved his car to face me more, to blind me some more. Yeah, he changed positions. Asshole. You're late to the party. What's the situation? We got Swat involved. That's the command vehicle right down there on the left in the middle of the street here where it's blocked off. They have an MRAP up near the apartment. They have rifle shields deployed for this. They have a man barricaded with an AR-15, they say. The rest of the people in the house were evacuated, and the surrounding apartments were evacuated.
160, you put me on a direct patrol directly north of Northmore for the drainage system.
They also have other things, but I'm not going to mention it.
Oh,
This could actually last a while, that's for sure. So I don't know how long I'm going to stand out here in this cold. If it starts snowing, I'm out of here. Because I don't want to be driving in heavy snow. Them officers are moving to the right. That's interesting. Did you guys see them? They went over here to that side. So it could be the Stone Mountain. Well, actually, that wouldn't make any sense because they'd have the entrance to the apartments blocked off or something if that was the case. But I don't know. I haven't seen any emergency vehicles in the apartments to my right at all.
I contacted the detective from Adams County. He wants me to go back again and get a little bit more information for
It's College City talking about a detective from Adams County. Thought it was Northglenn for a moment, but nope.
09.
I wonder if they cut off the guy's power to the house, to the apartment. They probably have. When we start hearing bangs and flashbangs and whatnot, then we'll know they're entering.
Can you help me back out that location?
09.
This situation's been going on for almost 2 hours, I would say now, by the way. They switched about an hour ago to Thornton's encrypted radio because they don't have any encrypted channels of their own. So the traffic wouldn't be over the radio anymore. No, I'm not zoomed in. You want me to zoom? Gets a little grainy on this one with it zoomed. I don't think it zooms as well as the S10e. Even though it's supposed to be a better phone. I don't have to stay so zoomed. Yeah, it gets grainy, doesn't it? That a little bit better? Doesn't look as grainy on this side. How's it look on there for you guys? Yeah, the lighting makes a big difference. Nighttime photography when you're zoomed is not good unless you have a lot of light around the area that you're videoing. I don't think it matters which what camera you're using, unless you're using something that's specifically for night. You know, if it's a cell phone, that is. I could plug in on the B500 and zoom in with it and take some good photos. Oh wow, my battery's down only 1 bar on my external battery, so I don't know how long it'll last. Looks pretty good, the video camera, as long as I'm not fully zoomed. I need to charge up my external battery.
Hi there.
Yeah, they're telling them what they couldn't tell me earlier. They couldn't tell me what apartments it was. But then everybody coming up saying, oh, I live in those apartments. And they're saying, oh, you can't go there. They couldn't tell me that.
Give me a start.
2184, 2184.
What do they got going in the middle of the road there? Are they setting up a robot? What are they doing? I'm gonna have to zoom a little bit more to see try to see what they're doing. And I can't make it out even zoomed. Gets too blurry. It's too far out. Right about there.
711 2641 status.
They might be setting up a robot
3711, we're good for.
to roll into it. It'd be a good guess anyway that they're setting up a robot. You know, SWAT situation and all. They don't want to approach the apartment without seeing.
Paul 19, show me clear.
Here we go. Can you guys read that? Northglenn officers are on scene at the 11500 block of Community Center Drive. The male suspect who displayed a weapon during neighbor dispute. Suspect is barricaded in the basement. Officers are waiting for a search warrant to enter the home. Surrounding neighbors are asked to shelter in place.
Would you like one?
If you wouldn't mind, that'd be great.
016. Yes, we just have fire asking if they're still needed to stage. I'm assuming so, but just confirming. Yes, negative. They can leave. Make up 50. There's your floor.
64 is a Kearney with black Toyota. That vehicle's gonna outlive it. It's pretty nice. It's about 50 on Kearney. Passing 60. Got a partial plate again, 279 temporary tag. South or north? Northbound on Kearney. It's approaching 68. We're going to have Highway 2. Things are locked.
Alright. I'll let Stringer know what was going on here finally. Alright.
Had to do a couple of drops. He's just now leaving the yard.
Awesome, thank you.
018.
Somebody got arrested earlier, QLD.
361,
They're still in the street down there.
2185.
I still don't know what they're doing in the street, but I'm guessing something to do with a robot.
Sorry, 018.
That was great. Clear that. We're up.
What is he doing? Winding up the robot? Is it a wind-up robot?
2034 from Rollin.
7320, both en route 131 South 6th Avenue. Again, 101 South 6th Avenue, home invasion in progress. Repeat calling and advising a male trying to get in. Described to be wearing a black and gray jacket, yelling and banging on windows and doors. Looks like male's going to be in the backyard now.
That's in Brighton. Wow.
1219 Road 2.
Thank you.
83 clear warning en route. 85 probably. 320 up for this outer routine.
Routine.
Smaller SUV.
Well, at least the phone's charging. Isn't too cold for it to charge. Up in Evans, again, they're still having issues up there, Salwan.
Probably in fault.
Obstruction of a crosswalk. No, he wasn't obstructing. He was crossing the street when the light told him he could cross the street, and they arrested him for it.
You got a text to do it on it. He was coming eastbound on.
Commerce City on the radio.
Should not be wearing the shirt.
I think them not good married.
He wasn't obstructing. He was trying to walk across the street. You know what he was doing. They were upset about him standing at the corner, and then they got upset about him walking back and forth across the street. You can't obstruct a crosswalk when you're crossing it. I mean, it's not like he's a car. So it's a bunch of BS. The charge they put on him. Did they get that robot wound up yet? Looks like he's still winding it up.
One of the units looks like northbound on 7th, and I'll walk it back to the location. Three 7th and Eckford.
That's 21.
Right, 7:30 area.
73 in the area, 22.
Too far for Eric. I'll end up there again, I'm sure.
Dennis, we're not getting another caller advising of a male in the area.
These guys get to sit in their nice warm cars. I had to park down there, down the road, a couple blocks away.
I'll be over there in a second.
So I don't get to sit in my car and record from the car.
641, can you put this recommending?
022.
Yeah. 67, I'm on the channel should be on.
Okay, 022.
Can we just get an idea on the north or south side here?
Last unit, go ahead.
Which side of the church?
Yep,
They
his
just said that the church parking lot.
tires are pointing towards me in his attempt to turn his car with his lights towards me to blind the camera. Maybe blind the camera. You can't make it too obvious.
When I'm on to the church.
I don't know why they're waiting for a search warrant the other people that were in the house have been evacuated. They could have gave permission. Of course, if they didn't give permission, then they got to wait for the warrant. So if they destroy the house, they're responsible, right? At least you would think, because nobody signed something that they could go in. Like what happened in Nevada to the one lady, that we didn't know that SWAT was there.
Clear.
And her house got destroyed because she signed a piece of paper saying that they could go in.
Church courtyard's clear.
Copy church in there from paper.
That's south on Egbert. Another church over here. All units are checking.
Copy at church, not Beckford.
Alright, let me check my phone for the weather.
22260.
Let's figure out when it's gonna start to snow. It says not till 5 o'clock in the morning. We might be alright for the snow, but the temperature will drop slowly. But at 5 a.m. it's supposed to snow apparently. So we got time before it snows. Feels like it's 37 degrees, humidity's at 88. 12% chance at 2 a.m., 17% at 3, 24% at 4, 47 at 5, 60 at 6. But it's supposed to start somewhere around 5 a.m. from there. Working its way through. I just heard something.
Right, 7-3. So one is all targets. I bet they saw a man with no shirt running east on Bush.
Down North Shore running eastbound Bush Street.
That's 60 south 6. It's on going east on Bush.
Copy, 60 south 6 eastbound Bush Street.
So over here, you're going to be the last of the weather. People go down.
You know what you can tell them.
Yeah, I mean, I leave that up to the PIO. Yeah.
You can't say much.
Yeah.
Now you can tell them a little bit because your PIO released the info. At least some of it.
I'm in the area, but I got off the actual.
Alright, more people wandering over here wanting to know what's going on. And of course the officers didn't want to tell them. We have a SWAT situation here. A man with a weapon with a neighbor dispute waved a weapon around, an AR-15. So he's now barricaded in the basement of his apartment. And according to the PIO, they're waiting on a search warrant to enter the apartment. So they have SWAT on scene. They have an MRAP sitting in front of the place, somewhere near it. And they got their shields out and everything for, you know, for approaching when they do approach. Displayed a weapon, yeah. He hasn't fired shots, apparently. I did hear something a short bit ago, though. Might have been a flashbang or something. is kind of muffled, so they might have thrown it inside the apartment, and I'm that far away that I can't hear it very well.
Pulse 16 out. Pulse 16, just put me on a direct control lane there.
I doubt that the PIO is even going to show up on site.
Hey,
Hey, 3.
hey, dude, there was a party at 8th and Bush wearing black hoodie and blue jeans. If we can contact him.
If they'd hurry up with their search warrant, this could be over pretty quick. But they never
I'm not seeing him.
do these things quick. Doesn't seem like.
Guys, there's gonna be a white or Hispanic male, black hoodie, blue jeans.
Copy 03.
Now, depending on how he waved his weapon around, like you don't wave weapons around neighbors
3711.
when there's a dispute going on.
7285.
Things like this happen.
Union Wing Nora 593. Union Wing Nora 593. Not Bush. 728 firm. 632, I'll be out on road.
Okay, are you guys on a call? Because I have you all clear.
3661, possibly that ran from.
It's funny that Northglenn doesn't have the single encrypted channel yet. That they gotta jump on Thornton's encrypted channel to hide their radio traffic.
He's gonna have tattoos on the right side of his neck.
Copy 10 on the right side.
Of course, it'll give them a reason to go fully encrypted. You know, they'll claim that they don't want their traffic heard by the criminals.
Clearance,
I live in this
281,
apartment complex.
3811.
You have to talk to them. I'm not a cop.
Are they in the car?
Yeah.
Excuse me? Thank
They're
you.
current
Sorry, I forgot
2011
my
Jeep
I live
Black
in
headed
this
number.
apartment complex. How do I...
Stone Mountain? Or,
Yeah.
Carrick Bend?
Yeah, check that.
032.
C303. I was gonna drive, but then you guys are blocked off. So I could park in this one.
Okay, you
I
parked
parked
in
as
this
a
one?
visitor now.
Okay.
So I'm fine.
So
I
you
just need
can,
to get home to my
if you
mom.
get in your car, if you know where Washington is,
Yeah,
Washington Street,
yeah.
if you come down Washington to Malley,
come over.
you can come back up and get into the
Awesome.
lot down there.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Well, we know it isn't the apartments on the right. It's definitely the apartments on the left. These things can take hours. I've been at them before where I didn't live stream them, but I recorded them. Did one out there in Commerce City last year, where I was there for literally hours. It was drizzling when I was coming down, but it stopped drizzling by the time I got over here, so it isn't raining here at this point. So it's not supposed to snow till about 5 o'clock, according to the weather thing.
She was turned to her parents and be back en route to that looting.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna put my gloves on for a bit while I smoke my cigarette.
3721, ATV complaint.
Keep my hands a little
The
warm.
118th in Macon, 118 in Macon. It's gonna be either a Jeep or a Razor that's on the path in the ditch. Zero, three, back.
Wonder if I got a better view on the other side of the street or not.
724.
Yeah, that leaves this guy here alone. Oh, okay.
It sounds like it was almost struck by the vehicle that was on duty.
So he's moving to block the road because the other one left. They just got another call.
6-4, did they get any info on it?
I think he turned off his front ones, the bright ones, and then turned on his side one for me.
Said black vehicle, and they said it turned right into them, and that's how I ended up picking them up.
That's Commerce City on
I
here.
got the driver's name is DOB, but that didn't happen.
Oh, he still has the white ones on the front too. I don't think he wants to be recorded,
731 status.
so therefore he's got the white ones on.
037. Seven three one status. 037 break 2711 status.
Everybody ready for storm that's near here in Colorado?
3711, extremely clear with a 210 intel.
Yeah, it's 037.
Oh, thank you, Keith Anderson. We are at Community Center Drive, and the address for it that they said is 11500 Community Center Drive. So 115th and Community Center Drive.
72 long direction going eastbound. Copy.
Which is between I-25 and Washington Street.
7,000.
The community center and the old police department's just up the street where I parked.
038. Negative.
This one guy's just sitting here behind on the road. Oh, we got a tow truck now.
Starting 3-1 break. CR DUI. 7-2, out with the mail at 10th and Bush.
You live around the block?
Special 38.
Well, then you know exactly where this is. That's Malley Drive right down there at that light, I believe.
Okay.
26, you can put past in the neck, or we need to keep looking.
I wonder if the tow truck's going to be an asshole and pull people that parked over here because they couldn't park down in their own apartment building.
Hey, 2, I'm with him. I'm just around the corner. Turn around. Hey, 4, I'm with you.
Okay.
I would think they'd have to give a 72-hour notice before they tow anybody anyway, but you never know.
Uncooperative 39.
Uncooperative in Brighton. That must be the person that they were after, that they caught up to at 10th.
All 16 clear.
10th and, what'd they say, Bush? Or something? For the one that was trying to get into a house or a place. And they're being uncooperative. Sounds like they're drunk.
Copy, thank you.
You're welcome, my buddy.
372 on Squirt.
Yeah, buddy.
Drive,
Uh-oh.
Boy, hi to Adam. 136.
I think my external battery died. I think it got drained. So we're going to be limited on power. Yeah, we're dropping.
09 Nissan Central Black out of your city.
We're dropping on power. My external battery's dead. So we're not going to be out here that much longer.
Hardware.
Battery's at 63%. It was at, last I checked, 66%, and it was going up. But now the external battery's dead. So we have no more juice going directly into the camera, into the phone.
1-1, clear warning.
Copy, sir. It's over 21.
And it'll be on another code 6. Right.
Go ahead.
I do have another battery in the car. I don't know the state of charge of it. It's been in there for a while.
998, X-ray William John. 998. Sorry, 998, X-ray William John.
You're talking months since I last used it, so it might be drained too. There's only one way to find out though, is if I go get it.
Clear and current on an 05 Kia Black out of Denver. Code
Otherwise, we'll just get drained sitting here watching this. So I'm gonna have to leave you guys again
Yeah, I can bring my
and go get my other battery. That sucks.
You put me on direct control also.
Alright, sounds good. I'll keep an eye on the camera for you.
Thank you.
042.
Alright guys, he's gonna keep an eye on it, he said. So I'll be right back. Let me know if anything happens.
Go ahead.
Where are you guys trying to get to? Yeah, let's walk. Let's drive. What? You can drive around over to Washington and then Malley. You guys are able to get to the apartments that way, or you can go. Yeah. You guys take care.
Alright, I'm back.
2641.
Good news is it's still fully charged. The bad news is it's not a quick charger. I can hear him with the PA now making announcements to come out. Alright, we're plugged in. We got some juice going to the phone at least. We're at 58%. So let's see how that holds. Daylight savings is Sunday.
72 to 20. Where's that water at?
It's currently 12:53 a.m. Almost 1 o'clock in the morning here.
Bag of sheep buried in there.
So they started making announcements on their PA from their MRAP.
Three 731, copy it, please.
Go ahead.
Ocean or Ocean 704. Ocean or Ocean 704. Yeah, what's up, people?
Why do they always come up to me when they come to places like this? Like I'm a cop. You know what I mean? I don't even have my safety vest on right now. I don't even have that on.
9567. Good for.
What do you guys think? Do I look like a cop or something? Hmm.
320, you're checking status, 10th Bush.
Thank you, what's up?
82, good work, it's 5.
Brighton's still at 10th and Bush with the person that was uncooperative. They just reported their code 4.
That vehicle is just a Lyft driver dropping somebody off.
Just a Lyft driver.
Tech 52, or I'm sorry, 56. Tech 56.
So it's 41 minutes ago that Northglenn tweeted about it.
Code 4, contact.
Contact code 4 services.
Let me see when I started telling Stringer about it. I started telling Stringer about it at 10:05. So we're almost 3 hours into this now.
Like 3 north, close it around. Suspicious activity just occurred out of 3.
Copy.
All right.
57.
So 3 hours in almost. Hello, Amber. How you doing? Long time no see. You just arriving? Nathan, good to see you. We're on a SWAT situation with a neighbor dispute where one of them waved a weapon. The weapon happened to be an AR-15. I picked up the radio chatter at 10:05, roughly, when I started notifying Stringer that there was a situation going on. It took until about 45 minutes ago before Northglenn put out a tweet notifying anybody what was going on. So over 2 hours in before they tweeted anything about it. I don't know what time it all started at, but I'm sure it was before 10 o'clock. Snow apocalypse? Apocalypse? Yeah. It's not supposed to snow until about 5 o'clock in the morning, according to my phone. The weather thing on my phone. So we should be all right.
Officer come over to stand by with the commanders.
Yeah, did I?
That was Northglenn. They're supposed to be on the encrypted channel. He was in the main channel. They shouldn't have been on the main channel for it.
363, can we open the road back up, or do we need to hold it for a minute? No, go ahead and open it back up. I'll bring the MRAP out just so you...
Oh. Maybe it just wrapped up. They might have just wrapped it up.
My location, my PD, adult male unit.
I think they just wrapped it up.
30.
I think I can go down there now. He doesn't have this block down here. Alright, I'm gonna move down. I think they got it wrapped up.
27-1.
So one.
Where's the blue nose?
With me at the meeting.
I think they just wrapped it up because
Here with the team, and then
they pulled out the vehicles blocking the street. Now we can get a view of their MRAP and stuff. Here's Thornton PD. On the two vehicles here, there's one right there, and there's the other. They have the street open now. So they must have taken him into custody after announcing. I didn't take much, that's a good thing. So here's some SWAT. Northglenn. Here's their MRAP. I get some more footage with my other phone. There's the MRAP. Westminster theft. Westminster had to borrow them their MRAP. They don't have their own apparently.
Yeah, I'm right, please.
Alright, got my additional footage. Let's get it uploaded. Make sure we're not zoomed here. There we go.
someone that comes in here did not get a visual however she thinks that right left is like not supposed to work. It's like
Paul 19, show me clear.
It's 11-5. 109.
All right, we're uploading. There's the house directly in front of us. Looks like. Oh, and there went the battery. I hate when that happens. And the drink.
Go ahead.
People pulling in that live here.
One Chevy Silverado resident member showing code 8 out of Aurora.
There you go. We're at 60% on the battery, so it didn't. It was slowing it down, but
Copy, she's on at 110.
it wasn't stopping it from going out. So everybody's pulling in, going home. But directly ahead, where the porch light's on, I believe is where it was at, where they're standing.
Copy, southbound.
So we only have a few police vehicles left out here. 3 police vehicles maybe. And then some people that were SWAT
Still south, or just turn southbound.
in their personal vehicles.
Signaling when he changes lanes. And we're going about 35 right now. Does have a silver toolbox in the back.
Copy, still southbound, signaling to change lanes, going about 35 with a silver slip on the back.
Still southbound, 35, Swat's 53rd.
Copy, copy, 53rd.
Anybody see any busted out windows? I don't think they busted out any windows, but I can't be sure of that. I think they surrendered peacefully.
They are possibly associated to a small white SUV.
Damn sinuses.
Suspect took off from the front
I think they surrendered peacefully. So
I'll go behind you. Alright, I'm gonna go past from here. Get up on Northfield. We only have one option.
now we're down to 2 vehicles.
I'll step up. And stay back up off of them. Actually, Bill, I might be able to try and get out in front of the sticks. Just a minute, over 9:30.
Thank you. 113.
Well, the truck's helping me see if there's any broken windows. I don't see any broken windows. So I don't think they even gassed them or anything.
Copy, occupied 2-1.
I think they surrendered peacefully and they didn't have to break anything to get in.
Coming up to I-70. You see if they're breaking up, I'll stick to them.
Copy, 113.
We're coming to a stop at the red light here.
Hey Rick, how you doing?
Copy, stopping at the red light.
John, you're not anywhere close, are you? Now everybody else is on the road. Just trying to light them up and stuff.
Alright guys.
Janosco, if he gets on 70, it can be 170. Yeah, we already passed the westbound.
I think we can call it good. Oh, there's another vehicle there on the left.
Stop here and see what happens.
Another police vehicle. He's pulling out now. Oh, he's pulling forward is what he's going to do. He's going to go pull up to the house. So there's more than the two. There's only two on the street out here and the one
And he's
vehicle
gonna
parked there.
Go eastbound I-70, shutting it down.
Copy, eluding eastbound I-70, shutting it down at 114.
Commerce City was on a chase.
Just for the tape, there's no good spot for me to turn around. So, we've been shut off and we're slowly getting on I-70 from the exit in Central.
Okay, 114, do you want me to cancel Denver?
Yeah, just advise them in Aurora that it's eastbound, passing Central now. That's what.
Okay, at 115.
Alright guys, I think we're going to call it for this one.
Back to the 112 Community Center traffic.
Copy, around at 115.
That one's out of here.
Got it.
So everybody's out of here just about. I ain't out of here. He's turning around and coming behind the car that's parked there. It's probably one of the SWAT guys or the detectives. One of their vehicles. .47th and Brighton Boulevard. No, I didn't know about that one. I had no idea. Alright guys, I'm gonna get out of here.
116.
Got my footage. Got it uploaded. Doubt it'll sell. Because it took them so long to notify anybody. It's barely moving on the upload.
711 status.
So we got a bad signal down here anyway. Yeah, I can believe that. SWAT was here too, so oh, here comes another officer. But yeah, we're gonna get out of here. It's cold enough. I can go home now and get warm. We got our story for the night. Thank you guys for joining. Everybody have a good morning, afternoon, evening, night, whatever it might be for you. Thank you guys for the super chats. And we will catch you on the next one. So everybody have a good evening. Well, good night at this point. Oh yeah, there's been a lot. There's going to be a lot more going on. We start opening up things. So everybody have a good one. Thanks for joining.
320, have a VIP break.
320, contact with the airplane, go ahead.